How much shock can you stand?
Hello and welcome back to LarryLand USA. I know I promised and have been promoting Tiki, and trust me, Tiki is coming. But with the DC FanDome having just hit this past weekend, with some really cool trailers, I thought it was my duty and my responsibility as a fan. And I did participate in that FanDome. It was 24 hours straight. I wasn't there for all 24 hours, but I was there for a lot of the panels, and of course a lot of the trailers that they showed. So I'm gonna put out some trailers. We're gonna watch the trailers together, and then comment. You could always, put a comment in the comment section if you like the movie, looking forward to the movie. I'm not going to touch on Black Adam, and I'm not going to touch on the Suicide Squad, because those panels were more like introductions. Oh, and the Flash movie. Later on, I may do an episode heavily involving the Flash, TV and movie, but more so movie, because there's spoiler alert. What blew my mind is before FanDome took off this weekend, they had announced that Michael Keaton was going to be reprising his role as Batman. And it was really cool timing-wise, because Will the Thrill, my friend from Thrillville, had his Thrillville, it's like a movie club for the new Parkway in Uptown Oakland. And he put certain trailer or scenes from the movie, and we all watched. There's a group every Saturday. I'll put the link in the remarks here, or in the notes here, and you can check out Will. He's going to be doing American Graffiti. He records these, so you can go back, and he has stuff that he did with Pulp Fiction, and anyway. So it was fun kind of watching highlights from that Batman movie. I mean, who'd have thunk that Beetlejuice would make such a great Batman? And the funny thing is that the more people who played Batman, it's kind of like Sean Connery. When Sean Connery first played James Bond, up to that point, people knew Bond from the movies, or from the books, and they were kind of lukewarm on Bond, and then more people played Bond, and I think Sean became more established or thought of as James Bond. Not taking anything away from Roger Moore or George Lazenby or Roger Craig. All those people did fine jobs, and usually everyone has their Bond. So anyway, I kind of went off on a tangent on that one. The Flash, Michael Keaton is coming back as Batman. It's going to involve time travel, obviously. They do that a lot on the TV show too. But they also confirmed that Batfleck, one of my favorite actors to play Batman, Ben Affleck, is going to come back as Batman. Just the older, more beaten, wiser, well, somewhat wiser Batman is going to be back. I can't wait. That's going to be very exciting. And I know Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse brought together all these different Spider men and girls and women But that's a Sony animated movie. Sorry, kids. I may or may not edit that out, but that's a Sony animated. The Marvel universe, cinematic universe with Thanos and Iron Man and Thor and Captain America and all that. I think personally, part of the mistake that they tried to do over at DC was kind of like try and catch up with Marvel. Here's Cyborg and here's Aquaman and Wonder Woman, and they had somewhat of a success with their properties, but Marvel had 10 years on them, starting out with like Iron Man and stuff like that, before they got up to Avengers, and then before they got up to Endgame and stuff like that. I keep on saying like that, and I got to try to stop doing like that. So DC, very smartly, I think, decided, let's go ahead and embrace our multiverse. We have Batman back from '89. We have all these different versions of Batman. We have Superman. Now we have Shazam and Aquaman. Different versions of the Riddler. Well, I guess, right, because if you go to the TV show, there's more than one version of the Riddler. Joker. Anyway, they kind of did that in the television DC universe, where they brought in the movie version of the Flash in this last End Worlds, or whatever the heck they call it. I wasn't too big into it. And they brought Brandon Routh back. I did a thing about that where he got to play that version of Superman later in years, and yeah, that was great. So I won't really touch on the Flash other than what I just did. Let's go ahead and take a look at Wonder Woman 84. One of the things, I'm a music guy, and I love the soundtracks, and I love the music that they put for the trailers. I think it really sets the tone and the mood. So for the first trailer of Wonder Woman, I'm not going to show it today, but it had like a real cool 80s electronic kind of music theme for the trailer. This is more cinematic, and it's beautiful too. I mean, essentially, Diana, Wonder Woman, she's not a god, but she is like a titan. And so she has enormous powers. Superman's thought to be a god among men. She's right up there with Kal-El. So anyway, let's take a look at Wonder Woman.
This world is not yet ready for all that you will do. Your time will come, Diana. And everything will be different.
Citizens of the world,
I'm here to change your life.
anything you want, anything you dream of, you can have it.
You look like you saw a ghost. Diana, look at you. It's like not one day has passed.
I don't want to be like anyone. I want to be an apex predator. You've always had everything, while people like me have had nothing. Well, now it's my turn. Get used to it.
I've never been one for rules. The answer is always more. The way I fly, they will never find us.
I forgot to tell you.
What?
Radar.
Will they shoot at us?
did you do?
You know, I'm not so keen on this one. I figure you are, but you know what? I'm ready to go.
I think we can do better.
Parachute pants?
Yeah,
Does everybody parachute now?
Okay, now wasn't that amazing? I told you, riding the lightning. I mean, Thor Ragnarok had the music from Led Zeppelin, man. They could have threw some Led Zeppelin in there and it would have worked. Steve Trevor, you know, the ending part with the parachute pants. Wait, does everybody parachute now? Hilarious. I'm looking so forward to this movie. I cannot even tell you. I know that movie theaters are opening back up. They're going to be socially distancing with seats and buying your popcorn and stuff like that. I'm not in a hurry. Bill and Ted's Big Adventure comes out this Friday. I don't think I'll do it. Maybe I'll go to the drive-in. I may risk it for Wonder Woman. I mean, that's just how amazing this movie is going to be. I love the first movie. I loved her in Batman vs. Superman, as well as Justice League. So let's have some more fun. Let's get into the Batman. So my guy Superman. What? I am a fan of Batman also. The TV show, and obviously Michael Keaton's Batman 1 and 2, a lot of the animated shows, Adam West, campy, but that's my Batman. And Batfleck, man, I thought he did a great job. Maybe because I'm older and more beaten down. Let me tell you guys something. If you ever have a knee injury, I hurt my knee, and then I told you we're remodeling my Jasmine's crafting room, and we got part of it's going to be closet for my shirts and stuff, the back end of it. So we're bringing this closet kit that we got from one of the hardware stores, and wasn't quite going on the cart. I'd hurt my knee and it was getting better. It felt much better. And this was Monday, and pig-headed Larry that I am, it fell over, and Jasmine almost got hurt. Now, I was like, oh my God, you know, I'll take the hit before I let my wife take the hit. And I was like, I can't do this. Can't let her get hurt. So I picked up the box, which normally, I'm not bragging, but I'm a big guy. I can pick up a box. It's not that big a deal. But I bent my knee the wrong way, and it's the bad knee. Oh, and you heard like a pop. I was still able to get the box to the door, and then Jasmine was very concerned, and I kind of not reprimand, but I was, you know, talked to about doing stuff like that. So we're on a 3-day hiatus on renovating the back room, but my lovely wife goes online and gets this thing called Salon Paws. These little, I don't know, heat Band-Aids or whatever. It's like kind of like Bengay, but and they stick. I mean, the whole thing. It's amazing. It's science. And that and a hot bath, knee felt better, much better yesterday. So anyway, advertisement for Salon Paws. And don't be pig-headed. Don't lift up things when your knee is healing. It'll sidetrack you for a longer amount of time than you anticipated. But back to the Batman, and it's called The Batman. Now, I heard a rumor about this movie, and it's just a rumor. And this is potentially a spoiler. So it spoiled it for me. I've told this story before on Planet 8, where I'm so excited about Episode 1 Star Wars, and we're going to go stand in line, and got the lawn chairs ready, and I, you know, go to get the CD soundtrack. John Williams is back, and I get the soundtrack, and I'm looking at him like, Star Wars title, Queen Amidala, Naboo, Qui-Gon's death march. And so the whole movie, excuse me, I'm sitting there waiting for Qui-Gon to bite the bullet. And it sucked because I knew it was coming. It was still exciting the way it took place and stuff. I'm not taking away from the scene, but boy. So after that, I don't buy CDs before the movie. I don't buy action figures before the movie. I avoid magazines, but social media. Sometimes social media gets me because if they don't put spoiler alert, I'll be like, oh, okay. And technically it's not a spoiler alert with this The Batman because it's just their opinion based on multiple viewings of this trailer. I've seen them a couple times, but I'm not going to watch it 1,000 times and get into the minutia. One of the great points about not having a film spoiled for you, so no CDs, no magazines. I go in to see Terminator 2. Loved the first movie. And then there's Arnold with the box and the flowers and the shotgun, sawed-off shotgun. I already beat the crap out of some biker guys in a pool hall to get that bike and the gun and everything. And there's, the little boy. And I'm like, John Connor, run. You have to save humanity. You have to grow up to be an adult. And Arnold, da-dun, dun, da-dun, da-dun. And he shoots. And the cop turns into Silver Blob, and he's got a hole in it. And I'm like, holy crap. Imagine if that had been spoiled. And I hope I didn't spoil that for anyone. I hope you've all seen Terminator 2. Look, I'll just say this entire LarryLand is going to be full of potential spoilers and or spoilers. So I know I'm, 15 minutes into it, and I apologize. But anyway, so getting back to The Batman. Let's watch the trailer.
Your secret friend.
Underneath the bridge,
Who?
Topper sprung a leak, and the animals I've trapped
Haven't a clue.
all become my pet.
Let's play a game. Just me and you. Any of this mean anything to you?
You're becoming quite a celebrity. Why is he writing to you?
If you are justice, please do not lie. What is the price for your blind eye?
The hell are you supposed to be?
I'm vengeance.
Whoa! This guy's crazy!
You're part of this too.
How am I part of it?
You'll see.
Again, amazing trailer. You thought Wonder Woman 84 was exciting. This was a little more subdued. I love the Nirvana song that they used, or a cover of that Nirvana tune. So, last chance to turn away. This is what I read on social media, and it made sense to me. And I'm like, damn, I know they're going to go that route, and I'll be anticipating it throughout the whole movie when it comes out, when I go see it. Here it is. Last chance to turn away. 3, 2, 1. Batman is not Bruce Wayne. It's Jason Todd. That's the lie that the Riddler is referring to on the duct tape in the beginning and throughout the film. And, you know, what was the comic book when Bruce Wayne was presumed dead? It was like the race for the cowl or something like that. Kind of along the lines of what they did with the death of Superman. And they had the 4 or 5 different versions of Superman, the Man of Tomorrow, Steel, and all that. So there were these different people who were trying to get the cowl and become Batman. Jason Todd being one of them. God, I can't think of his name, but it was Batman's son. And I can't think of the mother's name either, but it's Ra's al Ghul's Talia. His daughter Talia. I guess Bruce and Talia had a son. Was it Azrael? Anyway. Exciting trailer. A huge fan of Batman. I'm not a huge fan of glittery vampires, though. And so when they said, oh, so-and-so's being cast as Batman, I'm like, But to be fair, when they said Beetlejuice was going to be Batman, I said, Surprisingly, when they said Ben Affleck's going to be Batman, I'm like, oh, he was married to J-Lo and Jennifer Garner. He can be Batman. Egotistical, male, chauvinist attitude, I know. Apologies. But, I don't know. You know, they were saying the Batmobile, Bruce Wayne wouldn't drive a piece of crap like that. You know, Jason Todd probably threw that together, you know. Batman working so closely with the police and Commissioner Gordon, actually there rather than in the shadows. I don't know. God, it's a good time to be a DC fan. We kind of talking about FanDome and DC trailers over on Planet 8. We're going to be doing something on Planet 8. No spoilers here. You guys are going to have to tune into that and watch. But one of the joys of LarryLand USA, and I don't mean this disparagingly, is I don't have to run anything through committee. If I want to talk about trailers that I like or don't like, I just record and invite my friends to come visit me online, and we'll talk about trailers for DC or you know, whatever. So, speaking of trailers, over on Planet 8, I was in the minority with regards to Batman versus Superman, Batfleck, and Justice League. I like Justice League, and I wanted to love Justice League, but I felt that they were trying too hard to be a Marvel movie, and maybe I had that subliminally put in my mind because Josh Whedon took over for Snyder. And I don't know, just humor in the wrong places. And I love the second Avengers movie. Oh, you know, Ultron and the battle with the Hulk Buster, and that was great. But I don't know, just Justice League. Like I said, I like it. I wanted to love it. I think the like was the actors and the story, especially the ending was kind of weird. Funny thing is, I'm not a huge fan of his name's not Turbo. This is one of those points when I wish Walker was here. Cyborg. I'm not a huge fan of Cyborg. Never was in the books. The animated series, the you know, some of the cartoons that would come out or had come out, just never. Apparently, he's going to have more of a role. I don't know if it's pivotal in the Snyder cut of Justice League. Also, the Flash. You know, that whole Flashpoint moment that he had with Bruce. That's going to, you know, kind of get developed a little more. I love the song that they use in this trailer. Zack Snyder, to me, other than Sucker Punch, I should rewatch. I was talking to Jay, my buddy Jay, who I promise you I will have on this show sometime soon. We were talking about Snyder and the Snyder Cut, and Sucker Punch is the one movie of Zack's that I don't know. I should watch it again. Zach's also doing not an official continuation of Day of the Dead, which I think is a great modern zombie film. He was very smart not to try and copy Romero's Day of the Dead, but kind of took it in his direction. Zack Snyder. Okay, so without further ado, it's time to watch the trailer for the Snyder Cut of the Justice League.
Now I've heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord. But you don't really care for music, do you? It goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, the major lift, the baffled king composing hallelujah. 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 I did my best, it wasn't much. I couldn't feel, so I tried to touch. I've told the truth, I didn't come to fool you. And even though it all went wrong, I'll stand before the Lord of Song with nothing on my tongue but hallelujah.
This guy's probably fought hundreds of thousands of other super beings on the other planets he's destroyed, right? And we have to assume he's won.
I don't care how many demons he's fought and how many hells. He's never fought us. Not us united.
I told you, so nice we should probably watch it twice, but I gotta finish this up. This is a shorter, condensed version of LarryLand before we go to the Leaky Tiki Lounge and talk about Tiki for at least an hour. The Tiki episode, trust me, will not be a condensed version of LarryLand. It will be huge. And it'll probably be the first of many, because there's just so much to talk about as it relates to Tiki. Look, I will say this in Zack Snyder, the Justice League cut. It's supposed to be like 3 episodes or 4 episodes, an hour each. God almighty, that would be just phenomenal. And I hope and I pray that HBO or Warner Brothers or whoever will get a great return on this and great response from the fans, that they're going to be like, you know what, Zach? Do us a solid. Give us that 3rd Justice League movie. We'll do a theatrical release of the Snyder Cut. We'll bring the 3rd installment back to HBO Max or to theaters or both, because who knows what's happening with COVID. I don't know. That whole nother discussion. Before we close out too, I am heartbroken. Every episode we talk about Black Lives Matter. We also talk about voting. The Democratic National Convention was last week. The Republican National Convention is this week. Personally, vote your conscience. Vote for what's right. Vote what's best for this country. But vote. I know several people who aren't going to vote, and they didn't vote last time. And it's like, you're breaking my heart. You know, not to be a patriot, not to, you know, be a model citizen of these United States. I know there's a lot of wrongs that this country has done. I know that there are a lot of injustices. But it's up to us as citizens to right those wrongs and vote those people out of office or into office. So please vote. And Black Lives Matter. And, you know, the shooting of these young African American men has got to stop. I'm flabbergasted. Anyway, you guys, be safe. Take care of yourselves. Look, it was a lot of fun watching these trailers, talking to you about these trailers. Most excited about the Snyder Cut. I'm excited about all of them. Hey, look, as time goes by, if they do another FanDome, I ordered my FanDome shirt. It's not going to be here till next week, but I wanted to get the trailer stuff out of the way because as more time goes by, more trailers are going to hit, and I don't want to diminish what DC tried to put out there with Wonder Woman, The Batman, and the Snyder Cut of Justice League. Like I said, there will be trailers as these films start getting into production that are going to be released in 2022. The Flash, Black Adam. The Rock gave a fantastic presentation. They've been working on that film for 10 years. And his take on this anti-hero, it's going to be good. The Suicide Squad, James Gunn, he said this is his favorite movie that he's worked on, and it's exciting. He's got Roker on, you know, the movie, John Cena, Idris Elba. I mean, he's got like almost 20 people, because they did like a little Jeopardy thing in his panel. Hey, look, the FanDome stuff is on YouTube, so if you want to check out the panels, the discussions on all these films. I mean, they talked about the Sandman comic books. They talked about certain artists, and it was better than the Comic-Con online deal that they had a little while ago. So anyway, you guys take care of each other. Thanks again for being part of LarryLand. Make sure you like and subscribe. More subscriptions. We're almost at 100. Well, no, we're not, but we're over 30, so yay us. Take care of yourselves. Thanks for stopping by. Until next time. It's going to be Tiki next time, I swear. Bye. Thank you for watching. We now return you to your regularly scheduled program.
Please,